Hello everyone, Mizrim here, bringing you today the first game between Absolute Legend and Invictus Gaming from the Monthly Madness Kozu Asia Invitational. And Absolute Legend is an Australian team that really scared the other teams when it first appeared on the scene. It was really like a powerhouse, and it even like in the Gozu Gamer website, it was once ranked first or second right after Navi. And it just show how strong they were when they appeared, especially since it was like an Australian team, so they were deemed to play with a disadvantage, which was lag. When playing with for example, on the United States servers or on the Europe servers, they would be at disadvantage because of this, because of the latency. And right now they're ranked 30 on the Gozu Gamer website. So what happened is, after their first appearance, where they were really strong, they started to lose their momentum and slowly, get less and less achievement. Right now, they still do quite well in some tournaments, but not as, they're not as shiny as before. And Invictus Gaming, a very strong Chinese team, right now they're ranked 9 on the Gozu Gamer website tournament. I think it's like the strongest Chinese team in the Gozer Gamer rank. But of course, these rankings have to be taken with a grain of salt. It means that it still means that if Invictus Gaming is going to play against another Chinese team, everything's possible, of course. And here also we are going to see that everything's possible. We have Absolute Legend on one side, Invictus Gaming on the other, two very strong teams. And let's go into the bans. AL banning the Darkseer and the Invoker. Invictus Gaming banning the Lycan and the Chen. So right now, as far as we see, it's very common bans. Nothing too out of the book, or nothing really like suited for a specific, counter. For example, when we're playing against Asian teams, some teams decide to ban the CK, or if they know that they have a very strong, for example, Enigma player, and they just Enigma is still a very good hero all around, they might go for Enigma ban. But what you have to know is there are still some very good hero in the pool right now, and some heroes like Leshrac, and we see AL going for the CK ban. So finally, what I was saying was pretty wrong. They're still going to ban the CK because they're going against a Chinese team. They don't want to take any risk. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Right now, I'm not watching a lot of European scene game. Maybe now, right now, CK is also banned in the European scene. So maybe it's not just because they're Asian. And what else do we have? So yes, Chen is also like a very good ban against the AL, because I think I remember that AL have a very strong Chen player, and Earthshaker ban from Invictus Gaming. So also a very strange ban, because Earthshaker, as I said before, very often picked as Force of Fifth slot, and or ban at Force of Fifth slot. Not really often seen as a first ban in the first banning set. So Nature Prophet again going through the ban, and it's gonna get picked instantly. So the last few games we saw Nature Prophet almost never banned, and maybe this is because the teams have started to understand how to play against the Nature Prophet better. But even if you know how to play against the Nature Prophet is still one of those very annoying hero, because he's just so mobile. And it's one of those heroes that is maybe not that powerful, but so annoying to play against, because you have to factor many things else. Just like, playing against a Darkseer is just a pain in the ass, and playing against a Nature Prophet, it's almost the same thing. It's very annoying to play against him. And Queen of Pain gonna get picked first by Invictus Gaming. Queen of Pain, one of those heroes very appreciated by the Asian team. And Shadow Demon, also one of these support that have gained some popularity. Beastmaster and the Lone Druid gonna get picked by AL. So Lone Druid, now also a very a common carry that we see teams pick. We see the AM, we see the Morphling, and now we also see the Lone Druid very often, because he suits quite well to these pushing lineups. He can farm to get to late game, but he can also push very fast with his bear. And along with the tiny Aghanim and the Lycan, he's one of those heroes who, if you make a mistakes against them and you get team wiped, he can push the towers and the barracks very fast with his bear if he has the right items. Broodmother is gonna get picked by IG, so Broodmother, a very annoying hero, sitting on the lane all day long, invis with a extremely powerful move speed buff if she's under her webs. Very hard to gank, very hard to push out of the lane with the regen. Just a very annoying hero all around that can just solo push all day long while the four others are putting pressure somewhere else. So didn't talk about the Beastmaster. AL, I think I remember they picking the Beastmaster quite often, and AL Musica on the Beastmaster very often on the solo hard lane. And then we're gonna see a Enigma ban from the AL side, and Invictus Gaming for going for the Venomancer ban. So Venomancer very often banned by the Chinese team, as I see. Very often banned with the Ancient Apparition with the Venomancer as fourth and fifth slot. But it's often the case if they want to push early, just because the Venomancer and the AA are so annoying to push against when they get to like Venomancer is just so annoying to push against at any levels. But AA once AA reach level 6, it's also very annoying to play to like push against the AA. So AL going for some strong jungle ban, so taking out the Enigma from the pool, taking out also the Enchantress from the pool. So we're not going to see any very strong jungler, I guess. DS is out, Enigma's out, and Chen and Enchantress as well as Lycan is out. So we'll have to look out for what the lanes are going to be. Right now, I think what's probably going to be is Beastmaster is going to solo long lane, the hard lane. The Lone Druid may be going for the middle or for the safe lane. Then again, we have a Prophet in the mix. So Prophet rarely played as a jungle hero now. So we'll have to see. We have 3 potential solo laners. And on the IG side, Broodmother is going to solo almost like 100% sure. Same as Queen of Pain. She's also going to solo, pretty much sure. Broodmother, one of those heroes who can't really add up to a dual lane. She doesn't really have a strong killing power, and she can just, she needs the experience. If she doesn't get the farm early on, she can get it later. She just needs the experience to get up in these levels and get these spawn spiderlings very quickly. And once she gets these spawn spiderlings, she just needs like a soul ring, and once she has the soul ring, she can just push any enemy hero out of the lane by harassing him down, and push the lane if the enemy hero is out by just spamming these spawn spiderlings on the creeps. And IG gonna ban the Panda. Panda again, a very strong hero, but not really very often banned as the first ban set anymore. So they usually take the risk of having a Panda in the first 3 picks. But right now it seems that Panda is not really favored anymore. Leshrac and Tidehunter are gonna get picked. Tidehunter, a hero that we very often see in the competitive scene, just because he has this very strong power against the Broodmother, but in the form of the Anchor Smash. And he's also a very good ganker with the slow that also reduces the armor, deals damage, and his ultimate is extremely powerful because it has a huge range. It deals a lot of damage, it disrupts the team fight with a short stun, but most of all, it has an enormous range, so it's very hard to position yourself well against a Tidehunter. Leshrac's gonna get picked by IG, so Leshrac, along with the Shadow Demon, a very strong and common combo. And Tinker's gonna get picked by AL, so now we almost have every hero that can solo lane. If we put for example, if we put the Tidehunter against the Broodmother, he can solo lane as well as just basically any other hero here. So what we saw recently is Tinker going bottom with the tri-lane support, and this way he would just AFK farm until his boost of travel, and he doesn't really need the level so much because nowadays Tinker often go for the March of the Machine early build. So that means March of the Machine with the rocket. We usually saw Tinker going for laser rocket, which allow him to have a very strong burst potential at early levels, and going middle to get these early levels and then ganking left and right. But being middle lane and having to gank also means you're losing time on the farm, so you're delaying your boost of travel. And what we see right now is a Tinker usually picked and put in the safe lane, so he can just farm and do nothing else than farm. to get these boosts of travel very, very quickly because he will not get contested in the tri lane. Whereas in the mid lane, it's still a contest of like skill, and you know, you have your enemy try to harass you, try to kill you, try to deny all the creeps. In the short lane, when you have all the support to help you, you just have to focus on the last hits, and you'll be able to farm pretty well, pretty quickly. Invictus Gaming taking a long time to think about their last pick. Right now, it's going to be Landstalker, so very probably going to be a Night Stalker, Leshrac, and Shadow Demon tri-lane. And that would mean that Leshrac is played here as somewhat like a support, and Night Stalker, quite a good pick against the Radiant Sun. I do not really know. Night Stalker was one of these heroes who was really, really favored in the first international and some month after, but then he lost popularity because people and teams have started to understand how to play against him better. More coordinated teams just do not fear the Night Stalker as much as they did before. So let's go over the lineups very quickly. What do we have on the Radiant side? On the Radiant side, we have like a global strat with the basically the Furion that can teleport as well as the Tinker, and Tinker can teleport on the Furion's strength as well as the Lone Druid. I think he can teleport on the Lone Druid Bear. I'm not sure of it. So let's go over the players. Snoopy is going to be on the Tidehunter, Bleak is going to be on the Tinker, Shatan on the Lone Druid, Goto on the Nature Prophet, and Musica on the Beastmaster. Already heading top to actually clear down the trees. And if some of you are wondering why he's doing this, and actually, is he going to do this? Yes, he is. This allows him to be very, very, it's very hard to gank the Beastmaster. If you cut down all the trees here, he will have vision over the right side of this part of the lane, right? So usually when you're ganking, you're just going through here and you're hidden by the trees. You do not have the sight from the enemy heroes that are sitting here. But cutting the tree effectively denies all this kind of like a line of sight juking. And we see IG already going for a very aggressive invasion, probably just looking to, oh, they have a lot of observer wards, so they might be just wanting to screw up the Radiant jungle. And let's see where Faith is going to put the observer ward. So is he going to put it on the cliff here? It looks like he is. So on the IG side, Faith is going to be on the Shadow Demon, Tron on the Leshrac, YYF on the Night Stalker. We have Joe on the Queen of Pain, and we have 437, Ferrari 437 on the Broodmother. If I remember well, Joe is supposed to be a carry here, a carry player. We often heard about in Dota 1 that Joe playing the Morphling, or I think it was the Spectre. And I'm not remembering well, so I'm not going to say much about this. So Faith already with a very aggressive Observer Ward, so if anyone's going to jungle, he'll know it. Lone Druid probably going to go for the middle lane, and Nature Prophet with this build, Celerity plus Sage Mask, probably going to jungle. So yes, I was wrong. Basically, I was saying Nature Prophet. A lot of time we do not see him jungling anymore, and that's not the case. He's going to be jungling. Beastmaster already back to base. And basically he just walk up to the top lane, he throws his axes, and then he walks back to his fountain to heal up any mana he used. And these trees are going to be down for 5 minutes, and they're going to respawn after 5 minutes, and that's 5 minutes where he'll be quite safe. And usually it's the 5 first minutes that are most dangerous because you'll be with very low levels, so you'll have not a lot of HP. And already going for the Sage Mask, so I'm guessing he's going to go for a Soul Ring Rush to basically stack up the Ancients by using, basically what he just has to do is he walks up to here, he throws his axes, and the Ancients are going to try and go and hit him. And when you do this with the right timing, it will stack the Ancients. That means that the Ancients will actually leave their camps, and at 000, for example, 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, the other stack of Ancient will spawn. So we see Musica now connecting back in. I'm not knowing. I think it was IG who initiated the post. No, it was Musica who started to post the game. So probably now that he's back, we'll have the game starting soon. And so Faith with a strong support build with 4 wards directly, so very aggressive. Now Bleak, Bleak disconnecting as well. Ferrari with the Stout Shield and Stout Shield. Okay, so this is a oh, so Tinker with the Tidehunter are really going to put a lot of pressure against the Broodmother. And why I say this is because the Broodmother is going to have a lot of trouble just harassing with the Spiderlings, because the Tidehunter can just sit around and use the Anchor Smash all day long to just deny the the Spiderlings to stay there. Because if he actually throws these Spiderlings and keep the Spiderling on the lane, it will feed the Tidehunter. Eventually, he'll get more farm than he should be. So he'll try to send the Spiderlings probably in the jungle, like we see any good Broodmother do when they cannot really let their Spiderling safely on lane. And what do we have? So Joe with the double of intelligence, and Night Stalker also with a stout shield. Leshrac with a support build with fairly low items, and Courier also bought, of course. And where's the Broodmother? Broodmother also with Stout Shield shows she's looking very defensive here. We see some Broodmother going straight for the Soul Ring, buying some regen items and almost like a scroll directly, or at least one item that is going towards the Soul Ring, and it's not going to be the case here. So where's Shatan's? Oh, Shatan's bear is actually scouting the dire jungle, and he's going to see that no one's here, so he's probably going to be very wary. And same for the Prophet, who already using his strength to walk around, and he saw, I think it was the second, so Mali now asking AL to solve the problem quickly. And this is actually quite good because a lot of people actually complain, especially if you see they watch the Dota 2 Reddit, that Dota 2 teams are quite unprofessional, in the sense that we see very often teams that are late and poses that last forever, like in this game, and almost in like every game we have a pose. In like every competitive game there's a pose, and this shouldn't really be happening, as some people have pointed out. When you are playing StarCraft 2 and when you're watching StarCraft 2 games, pose are really rare. Now, other people brought up the fact that StarCraft 2 is like 1 against 1, and thus it's very rare that you need to pose. And here it's 5 against 5, so it's 10 players, and it's 5 times as much potential to have any problem. But still, it's still too common. Other people have pointed out the fact that even in CS, you had 5 against 5, teams of 6 against 6, and you did not need to have so many pose or so many problems. So lots of redditors were actually asking the tournament hosters to be harsher on their rules, and to say, well, basically, let's put up the limits here. If you are X minute late, well, the game is over. You actually forfeit the game by default. And this is what happened, I think, when I think it was M5. I'm not sure, so don't take my word on it. But there was one team, I think it was M5, that actually arrived late for one game, because of they had some reason that something that happened is the tournament admin just told them that they had to accept the loss, and they refused, and they just left the competition. Now, I'm not going to say who's right between the team or the admin, because there's a lot of controversy going on about this, about like the admin did this for M5 but not for Darer, who was also late in a previous game, and so on and so forth. So just saying that having the admins now trying to put a bit more pressure on the team by being less lenient on these posts, on these rules, is actually quite good, and it can only help the community, and it can only help the game to grow. Because if the teams are not professional, show very unprofessional behavior, it's not serious. And usually sponsors like when the teams are really reliable and serious. No sponsor will really want their team to be just disqualified because they arrived late. This is really ridiculous. And the post is actually taking quite long, so let's speed up. So how come this is very very strange from the AL side, and and Tinker now reconnecting, and directly it's a go ask for the IG side, and the game is gonna go finally
The battle
after a
begins.
good 20 minutes into the game. And yeah, Shadow Demon, we already see that putting down these wards, so in order to block this camp, this is not going to block this camp normally. It shouldn't. And another ward put down here to block this camp. Actually, if he really wanted to block this camp really well, he could have put the ward here and it would have blocked this camp as well as this camp. There's something called like the magic bush here, and the magic bush, and basically if you put down the ward exactly here, it will block this camp as well as this camp, so it blocks almost every camp. And now Prophet's going to be hard pressed to jungle because we have only this camp and this camp, which is you know which really is here. This camp is gonna get pulled by the Tidehunter, and so lineup is going to be the Lone Druid middle against the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain taking a lot of damage. I'm surprised at this. And Faith already starting to stack up the neutrals. Top lane is gonna be Leshrac with the Night Stalker, so Musica already down to half HP, and he has to be really careful. This ward here also dropped by the Shadow Demon, so he used all 4 wards, and that means that Musica will not be able to pull the creeps. He will only be able to have 1 set, and this is the set, nothing else. And Broodmother trying to steal the jungle creeps here. He knows he can't really do anything here because Snoopy, by pulling the creeps, basically pull down the enemy wave behind the tower. So, and now Broodmother just leeching experience. Let's see, Shaitan right now 4 for 3, Queen of Pain 2 to 4, and Nature Prophet sitting with 6 for 0, already out of Clarity Potions. And he has his level 2, so he is already good for teleportation if he needs it. Bleak already going for level 2 of March of the Machine. Basically, see how much damage Broodmother is taking? She cannot stay in the March of the Machine. It's just too much AoE damage. And usually, I told you that we have laser heat-seeking build, that laser missile build that deal a lot of damage. But March of the Machine on the lane is really huge against these melee heroes that really need to stay on the lane and stay near to the creeps to get the last hits. They cannot afford this when you have March of the Machine wrecking down the entire creep wave. So let's see, where's the bear? Where did the bear go? So bear has the Orb of Venom. Joe is going to be looking very annoyed by the bear because basically the problem against by playing against the Lone Druid is you have almost two heroes. The bear is very tanky, 1.8 k HP, and he has a 43 attack damage, and also an Orb of Venom that slows you. So Shaitan can just use the bear to harass down the enemy every time he comes in for a last hit. And Face here pulling the creeps from there, his own creep wave to this camp. How to do this is you actually have to pull at exactly 0.3 seconds or 33 seconds of a minute, and then you pull up to here, and the creeps just follow you, and you'll actually be able to pull this camp as well. To when this little camp only have 2 creeps left and are fighting with the creep wave, you're pulling here the camp there, and the small creeps are going to die, and your creeps are going to try and go for for the lane, and they will get interrupted by the neutral who you just pulled. So it's like a double pull. And right now it's what he's doing from this camp as well. So he's basically bringing this camp when the little camp here died. And Musica trying to pull, but he's gonna have a bad surprise in store. He's gonna see that it's not gonna be able. Nothing's gonna spawn here. See, nothing has actually spawned. This is because of the Observer Ward, and he'll gonna be a bit sad to see that. Soul Ring recipe already bought, and we see Invis Leshrac going in. So Leshrac looking for the Beastmaster, and Leshrac is level 3. So right now Leshrac has a strong damage potential. If he caught the Beastmaster alone in the jungle, one good Split Earth followed by a Double Edict, and the Beastmaster probably would die, because one-on-one the Leshrac deals a ton of damage. 25 damage and for 32 explosion. This is 800 damage. And now he's gonna go for Shaitan. Shaitan level 5, and he's gonna land the stun, and taking a lot of nuke damage. Lone Druid is probably gonna go down. Yes, he is. And Queen of Pain also with very low health. She's gonna go down from the Prophet. And Leshrac now running away. So we see how annoying it is to play against a Prophet. Gank happening, he teleports in to help the ally. No matter where he is on the map. And Musica here has to be careful. He sees the Shadow Demon coming, and what is he doing? He's not paying attention, and now he's probably going to die because of this. Yes, very quickly. One disruption into a Soul Catcher, and Night Stalker just having to land level 3 Void with a 20%, 20% added damage, bonus damage, so basically negating all the magic resistance, dealing a full 255 damage. And the poor Beastmaster is only level 2, so he only has 600 HP. Plus he was not full health, so now Nature Prophet still jungling. Sage Mask and Ring of Asilius. How is Bleak looking? 27 for 2 at 6 minutes into the game. And Broodmother not doing bad on her own. She's 20 for 1. And she's probably going to kill the Tinker here. Yes, she is. One-on-one, Tinker goes down to the Broodmother. No support from the Tidehunter. Where is the Tidehunter? Tidehunter actually backed to the fountain, and Nature Prophet not being able to do anything right here. He could have teleported, but oh, and Shatan again going to take a lot of damage, trying to bring down someone before dying. Shadow Demon gonna get entangled. Maybe no. The Prophet is gonna cancel the TP. Actually, 3 against 1. Even if it's even if you may get the Shadow Demon, it's too risky and maybe not, and probably not worth it to get killed because you wanted this kill. Musica now sitting at level 3, still pretty sad, and Night Stalker now at level 7. It's nighttime, so it's nighttime since 40 seconds, and he's gonna look very powerful during the first nighttime. Is he going to just stay and farm on the lane? No, he's going to go and actually try to go for the Tinker, and Tinker will go down like 1 level silence. Night Stalker with the Void, and without any TP support, this is a dead Tinker. Not to mention Broodmother can just use the Soaring and use 1 spawn spiraling, and yeah, he's gonna go down. Bleak is gonna get caught out of position. Silence with the Void, he's slowed, and spawn spiraling is gonna go, and too much nuke damage. And Bleak is looking very far from his Boots of Travel right now. He has a Soaring to help him farm with the March of the Machine, but still 1.5k gold away from his Boost of Travel. And as a Tinker, you always want your Boost of Travel as fast as possible. Now Night Stalker looking for Shatan in the middle lane. And again, very offensive wards here placed down by Faith. He's been very on par with his wards, putting 1 here, 1 here. So really wanting to control anyone who's passing by this side. And they're going to go on the Snoopy again. Bleak is also here, and Night Stalker diving very far. Faith is going to go down instantly, but Bleak taking a lot of damage. Bleak is going to go down as well. Tidehunter staying under his tower, but too much damage coming from Night Stalker. And Broodmother helping here. If there's no TP, Snoopy is probably going to go down. Void is ready, and Void is going to land on the Night Stalker. The Nature Prophet arrives a bit late. He already used the TP, so he couldn't use 1 again. And YYF again looking very aggressive, trying maybe to go for Godot, but not going to take the risk. If they actually try to fight under the tower without any creeps, and they're still gonna chase for Godot, and Godot blocking himself into the jungle with the trance, so he's not being able to get right click. Very good play here. The trance are blocking Broodmother from auto attacking him, and this is probably a very dead Broodmother. The Snoopy's ultimate is even going to get popped to save the Nature Prophet. Probably not, not necessary here. And now that means that Tidehunter is sitting naked without any gush, without any, only with Anchor Smash. Bleak, he has this. No, he is almost full mana and he's okay. He leveled 1 level of laser. Sorry, and this is not for the damage. This is for the mischance. For 3 seconds, every attack is gonna miss against the by the enemy hero. So that allows him to stand a bit better against Broodmother, who used the ultimate, and Joe using a bit of creep skipping, but taking a lot of damage from just the rockets from the Tinker. And YOF looking for the dive. They're gonna go on the Tinker again, and Silence gonna prevent the Tinker from doing anything. Disruption on the Tidehunter, so he cannot help his ally, and now Tidehunter is alone. And Prophet is gonna cancel the TP. He sees that the Tidehunter cannot survive, and the tower is gonna get picked as well. So 349 now for 349 for AL, and Broodmother even going for the Hand of Midas. So very strong farming build. She's just sitting so confident. She's tower diving with the Hand of Midas. Usually you'll see these tower dives if you have very strong, early game potential, and you can get these kills. But usually we rarely see Hand of Midas player playing very aggressively because they just want to farm up. And the Hand of Midas doesn't give you any survivability, only attack speed. So as long as the Broodmother has this Hand of Midas, and he got the Hand of Midas very quickly too. So that means that the gold advantage is going to really go up and up and up for the ID side. But YYF again very aggressive, going on Snoopy. Snoopy going to go down from the combined nuke power from Queen of Pain. But Musica coming in, teleporting in, using the roar, and now he's out of mana completely, so he cannot do anything. And Prophet's gonna get caught up alone under the tower. Joe gonna land a scream. The Void coming from the Night Stalker, extending the Night to be sure that he doesn't get caught in the day, and Prophet dying again. 4 for 12, and what is the XP graph looking like? 6k experience in the Adventures of the Dire, and almost 5k gold. So, and how many towers went down? And oh, they're going to go on the Leshrac. Leshrak's gonna fall, so. And Joe looking for something, but no mana, so he's probably going to, yeah, he's teleporting it back home. Face putting a bit of pressure here on the top lane. Going for the Shadow Poison build. This is very uncommon. Usually Shadow Demons, when they play support, we see them going for Disruption, full Soul Catcher, like leveling Soul Catcher as fast as possible, and leveling 1 level of Shadow Poison just to get this vision from the enemy. And if you wonder why he took some attack from the tower before, it was to avoid having tower focus on the siege creep. So that way the siege creep would survive until the other creep wave arrived, and they would actually be able to kill the tower. Now he actually bought the Medal of Courage, so it's going to help the Night Stalker a bit. Using the Medal of Courage, allowing them to reduce the armor of someone. Also, the Medal of Courage, very good, very common counter to the bear, to the Spirit Bear. Spirit Bear, a lot of HP, but only 6 armor. So that means that basically the armor, Medal of Courage is going to reduce the armor from 6 to 0. And what I'm seeing so confident is he's farming this camp in the jungle line, the Radiant jungle. This is very cocky because they're denying the farm everywhere from the Radiant. The lanes cannot be the lanes. Bleak is even scared to farm under his own tower, and she's right to be scared because Night Stalker is around, and the jungle is getting farmed up by the Spiralings and by the Night Stalker just moments ago. And this means that they're getting starved. AL is not getting any farm, and IG here, they're not pushing for the barracks, but they are widening the gap. They're widening their advantage by farming up the jungle from the Radiant side. And oh, Joe is gonna get entangled. This might be... No, he's okay. Lone Druid still too scared to go on him. Doesn't know what might be here in store for him. And Tinker using his March of the Machine to be a total pest. 1k gold only, so he's so far away from his boost of trouble. Plus he keeps on dying, so... Excuse me. And Godot now, also with the Medal of Courage, trying to really help the team with the early game items. Lone Druid, 1.5k gold, 1.6k gold, and now Snoopy smoked up with the help of Musica. They might be able to find someone. Who is top lane? It's Joe. Joe can actually go down because 3 seconds of stun is way sufficient of duration to bring down anyone if he has the support of this Tidehunter. But Smokey's gonna run out, and Joe right now have no idea they're here. Musica, is he gonna get... He's gonna get spotted by the... He's sending the boar first. I question this choice. I do not know if he could have gotten the roar before the blink, but one thing is sure is as soon as the Queen of Pain saw the boar coming in, she knew that it was the Beastmaster coming in behind, so she blinked away, not taking any risk. And now Queen of Pain, Bottle, Power Tread, 1 Ultimate Orb, maybe looking to rush this Sight of Vice, and YF trying to get the Nature Prophet, not going to get him. So he used his ultimate here. And when the ultimate is gonna go down, it's gonna be the daytime again. So YYF is going to be less scary for quite a moment. Nice Stalker going for Vladimir Offering, and very often we have you know, very you know, not pro level, but in high ranking games we have people really complaining about noobs going rushing the Vladimir Offering. But here it's good because they're pressing the early game advantage, and with this Vladimir Offering, it's 5 bonus armor to everyone, and this is enormous. It's enormous against everyone's, like, it almost negates the effect of the Medal of Courage. Medal of Courage reduced the armor by 6, and the Vladimir Offering adds 5 armor, plus the bonus damage and the aura lifesteal is just, you know, icing on the cake. So very good item if you're gonna stay on with your team and press your advantage. Shadow Demon now with Medal of Courage looking for a 4-staff. Leshrac also got his Ogre Club, so looking towards probably a BKB to really push this advantage, not being able to get brought down by a Tinker, you know, the Tinker's nuking power. And what are the other people's items looking like? So Godot, Medal of Courage, Ring of Basilius, Musica, Cloak, and Soul Ring, and nothing else pretty much. And he's looking for this pipe, and he's right to look for this pipe. Joe with the Queen of Pain and Leshrac and Night Stalker Nuke and Broodmother Spine Spiraling, it's gonna be a ton of damage, magic damage coming out from this.
Denied.
And Bleak only with his Soul Ring and his boost of speed. Snoopy with nothing really much. He doesn't even have boots, but he's a support common. He can't really farm, especially when he's trying to help his allies and support the Tinker and keeps dying because of this. Shatan with how much gold does Shatan has? 2.7k gold, so it's okay. He's trying to look. Oh, Joe is gonna almost get picked off, but no! With the haste rune plus the ability to blink away, he survived this. So Clutch escaped from the Joe here, and Shatan's still going to get his. No, he's not gonna go down. The Snoopy ultimate is used, and it's gonna be the Aegis here that pops down. But Godot very far behind, caught up by the Purge, slow to a crawl, and YYF just has to go here and finish the kill. YYF very low on health, and he's still looking for something. And Broodmother tanking everything. She has the BKB, she has the survivability, and this is very aggressive from the Dire lineup. They can just, you know, they just dived on the first tower and the second tower, going even on the high ground and getting those kills. 3 kills for nothing, and I must admit right now it's looking very bad for AL. I do not really know what they can do. On the good side, the Lone Druid didn't die, and he's almost up, only 800 away from his Sacred Relic. So now Queen of Pain looking very close to her Sheep Stick, if that's what she want to get. And the Night Stalker also getting closer and closer to this BKB. Broodmother, as we saw in the last fight, she already has BKB. She doesn't even have to use it. And what does the other have? Faith finished his 4-staff, so it's a very farmed up, you know, support hero right now. With 47 creep kills at 18 minutes into the game, this is very good for a support hero. He has been farming quite a lot, and he can do with the with the Shadow Poison. Basically, 4 waves of Shadow Poison will one-shot the entire enemy creep wave, and that's some good farm coming in from him. He even have a Tranquil Boots to make him able to stand around and heal and have this movement speed. Leshrac now with the magic wand, the Ogre Club, so nothing really new for the Leshrac. Arcane Boots also up since a long time. And how many Arcane Boots do they have? Only 1, so mana wise they're not gonna have a lot of sustain. And we see how scared AL is. They don't even want to go to farm in their jungle because they do not know where the Dire is, and they do not know if YYF is gonna pop his ultimate and come and just slow him, silence him, and just rape him in the woods. So Godot now trying to go for his mechanism. Almost have it. Only needs 900 gold. Same for the Beastmaster. Almost has the cloak. Not the cloak. The I forgot the name. What is it? Sorry, I keep on forgetting. The Hood of Defiance. The Hood of Defiance. So he almost has the Hood of Defiance, but this is not gonna help his team. Only gonna help him. And now he has it. he really needs to work on this pipe very quickly. And usually we see the Tidehunter going for the pipe, but Tidehunter is so poor right now. He cannot even afford a set of boots, and he has this magic stick, 2 Ironwood branch, and this is pretty much all that adds to his health. Tango here also, as well as 2 Observer Wards, but you see how defensive their Observer Wards are. Trying to see if anyone's gonna try and take the Ancients, and trying to see if anyone's coming from this side to kill these camps. So they're just oh, and again Bleak getting caught up by the Broodmother. Broodmother's gonna pick the BKB to cancel the miss chance, the blind effect from the laser. So she's gonna pick the Tinker up again, and Tinker now has the boost of travel, but not being able to do anything with it because if you see the Tinker boost of travel, what he's used, he can just teleport anywhere to push the lane and be annoying. But right now they're confined into their base, you know, behind these 2 tier 2 towers, and having this tier 2 tower down in the bottom lane, they are not even trying to contest anything in this jungle. It's their jungle, but they know they can't do anything. There are Broodmother web everywhere. Now it's nighttime, so YOF is going to be able to kill just anyone if someone's get caught up behind. And they cannot safely go there. They don't even try to put down a ward because they know it's too risky. So they're just going to rely on this and this camp and the ancient camp whenever they can. And the mid tower is going to go down as well. And they're just, you know, it's just, you know, starving the AL side. The IG side is just, you know, putting the siege. And we see the graph going down and down and down and down. And sometimes we say, you know, why the hell aren't we pushing? We have the advantage. If we don't push, they're gonna farm up, and they might turn the game around. But here, where can they farm? They cannot farm their own jungle. Their lanes, they don't even dare going into the lanes. So they can only farm whatever creeps come up to here into their base. So gold 20k advantage, experience same 20k advantage, and Broodmother sitting uncontested bottom lane. She now has 3.8k gold. She can go for this Orchid if she wants. Top lane tower is also gonna fall, so this is the last tier 2 tower, and AL didn't pick any tower for their trade, so the Dire side have a lot of map control. They can teleport to pretty much anywhere on these tier 2 towers. That means that they only have this much to cross to get up to the enemy base. Well, if AL wins a fight, they cannot teleport anywhere. They have to just walk up to the towers. And still, you know, still very annoying to push against the Tinker. If Tinker doesn't die, you can just spam up this Heat-Seeking Missile and this March of the Machine. But right now he's very low on mana because the only thing that he has is a Soul Ring to, you know, to reduce his mana issues. And now IG is sitting up bottom lane and maybe looking for a push. The nighttime just started, so YF has the full nighttime. But Prophet and Tinker, see how much damage they're dealing just by using the March of the Machine plus the Prophet ultimate. You know, they do not have a mechanism on the IG side, so nope. And the Shadow Demon not even working towards it. He has a point booster right now, and what can he do with a point booster? I'm wondering. Maybe he just wants to seal the deal and finish the game, and point booster is just a very cost-efficient item that gives you health, that gives you mana. It's pretty much everything the Shadow Demon needs. And Shadow Demon even buying up a gem right now. So he's looking for counter warding, and once all the vision from the Radiant side is gone, AL is going to be even more scared to go outside. And that means that basically the IG side have free reign over all the map, and they can take this jungle, they can take this jungle, they can still push the lanes, and AL just have to take it, and you know, they can't really do anything. Short of a smoke gank, I don't really see what they're going to do. But even with the smoke gank, I don't really know if it's going to be able to achieve anything. Right now, IG has such a lead. And we're going to fast forward through pose because I do not know why there's a pose again. Snoopy said pose. 5 minutes pose no more. And go. So here it goes again. Sorry for this. Also, they have free reign over Roshan. Whenever this happens, you know, the enemy are confined into their base. You know what they're going to do, and you know that you know. See, you have a ward. Even have a ward here, so you know when they're going to move outside their base. So you know when you're safe to farm up their jungle, and when you're safe to go for Roshan. And right now, AL can't really do anything. So now Shaitan with the Sacred Relic. How far? Oh, he has the Radiance now. So he's gonna be okay with this. Beastmaster also now has the type of Insight. And Tidehunter finally has his boots. Happy Tidehunter. So next fight might look a little bit different since we have good teamfight items that are up. Mechanism, Pipe, Tidehunter Ultimate, and Tink. Not Boots of Travel Tinker. Tinker with Boots of Travel will not really add anything. But yeah, and a Radiance on the bear. Yeah. So they can't really hold the ground. If IG make a mistake and get too cocky, try to dive against this lineup, they might get a little bit surprised by the amount of defense they can get. And for those who wonder, the Shadow Poison Wave, not only good for damaging the enemy hero, but as long as they have a number above their head, the IG side have vision over the Lone Druid, for example. And that means they can see up in the high ground. So now they'll split pushing the Queen of Pain on the top, 3 on the middle, and then the Broodmother bottom lane. They know that they can't really brute force their way in as 5 against 5 because AL have a lot of good teamfight items, whereas the IG side have very strong items like BKBs all over. They're like 3 BKBs now on the IG side, and Queen of Pain now Sheepstick plus 2.5k gold, and BKB on Leshrac, BKB on the Night Stalker, and BKB on the Broodmother. So Leshrac, Ring of Health now, probably looking for this Soulstone, a Bloodstone, Shadow Demon, Medallion of Courage, Force Staff, Point Booster, Tranquil Boots, very farmed up, 700 gold. Broodmother going straight for Breath of Life, so she's going to say, well, screw this, I'm going to go for damage, right-click damage. I'm not going to go for something like Orchid for more, usability to silence someone. Just right-click down the enemy. And IG still looking to do something. And Night Stalker getting actually, he might get initiated on. He got caught by the bear. And IG face is gonna get Roar, but very good force staff just before this. And Queen of Pain ultimate is gonna land, but very good ultimate from Snoopy catching everyone. And BKB is gonna get caught, but only later after the Snoopy's ultimate. Snoopy now chasing the enemy, and this has to be very, very careful. IG face now burning down by the bear. The bear cannot attack, but the bear can just burn out the enemy. And Faith, very good force staff into the TP out. Snoopy's not gonna get able to catch him. Only Queen of Pain going down in this exchange. So AL standing the ground and not taking a lot of damage from their on the tower, and still taking 1 kill, so not bad. Not bad. You see how much damage can come from the Radiant side as well, with the Tidehunter ultimate, which landed on everyone because they didn't use the BKB preemptively. And without these BKBs, man, it's gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt. Tinker also now looking for this Force Staff for more mobility, avoid getting caught up. I was saying Beastmaster Roar, but very good Force Staff from the Shadow Demon, just pushing himself before the Roar landed, and so he got stunned, but not like here under the tower and in a very risky spot, but over there, and this way he could just keep supporting his ally. And they're gonna go on the Roshan again. So also Medallion of Courage, I said very good against the bear, but also very good against early attempt for Roshan. Roshan, one of these very good very big unit with a lot of health but not a lot of armor, so reducing the armor by 6 is a very great deal. Queen of Pain gonna get the Aegis, and she's gonna keep blinking around, getting the Miniature Hammer first, so it could be a Desolator, but I doubt it. You never know. And the Night Stalker also going for a point booster, so probably going for this. So Snoopy gonna get caught up. A lot of damage coming up from everyone here. I was saying the Soul Booster from Night Stalker probably going to go for an Aghanim. And Aghanim with a Gem of True Sight on the Night Stalker, it's just map hack during during nighttime. You can see everything.
Structures are fortified.
Joe now, still nothing new. Leshrac now finished his Perseverance. He still needs 1.7k gold to get this Soul Booster. And Broodmother also have with the Yasha now. So now she has plus 54 agility. She's attacking so quickly, and she's dealing so much damage. First tower is gonna go down for the Radiant side, and it's gonna be a deny. So not a huge amount of gold here. What about the Radiant side? They're still sitting so scared in their base. They cannot do anything. Shatad, nothing really new in the Radiance. He bought a cloak to avoid getting nuked by the bring down by the Queen of Pain nukes. Music, still nothing new. 1.4k gold though, so he might look for, I don't know, a Blink Dagger if they really need to initiate. Nature Prophet with the mechanism as well, but nothing new. They're probably saving up for buyback because they know that if they're making a mistake and someone ends up dying here, it might be game over. They might get one set of racks and even rotate for a second one. So they want to be careful. They want to keep enough gold for buyback. Bleak now with the Force Staff and not going to be able to catch up the Queen of Pain. Too mobile here with this Blink. They're still pushing and pushing and pushing, so it's still quite good for the Radiant side because in that sense you can farm safely under your tower. But still, since you cannot get any sort of map control, you cannot get out and farm those jungles like Joe is doing, for example, like Ferrari is doing. You can, as the aggressor right now, you can take the creep wave when it arrives here and destroy it, and you know that your creeps are just going to suicide on the tower. So you take the creep wave, but plus you take also here the jungle creeps. And let's see again, 25k now. The advantage is over 25k for the gold, over 25k for the experience as well. And yes, if you see this, the Dire almost has twice the farm from the Radiant. 35k gold, 64k gold, so it's not exactly twice as much, but almost. It's 5k gold short to be the double. And if we see the experience per minute, same thing here. It's like everyone here is sitting at about around 300 or less, except from Shatan, who has 360. And on the IG side, we have almost everyone hovering around 400, 355, 336 for the support, 472 for Night Stalkers, 500 for Queen of Pain, and 600, almost 700 on Broodmother. She's level 20. She's level 20, and the Tinker is only level 13. So smoking up, trying to get someone, not gonna get anyone.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And gold-wise the same. Gold-wise, you see Joe is sitting with 420 gold per minute. Broodmother 600 gold per minute, and the Hand of Midas helped this quite a bit. Faith, even Faith has 300 gold per second, 315. It's more than the Lone Druid. So the support from the IG side have more gold per minute than the support the support from the IG side have more gold per minute than the carry from the AL side, and this is actually very sad. It's very, very sad. Did the items change a bit? Let's see this. So nothing really new for Nature Prophet, nothing new for Beastmaster. Oh, he has a gem. He has a gem, so he's trying to counter ward all the little pesky wards that just watch where they are when they leave the base. Snoopy still nothing, but that's normal. Shatan, how much gold do you have? 160. So what did you buy? Oh, plate mail on the spirit there. So probably going to look for Cuirass. And Joe, what do you have? BKB completed. You have the Sight of Vice, so Broodmother is going to have a Yasha, and probably a completed item. Where is the courier is flying in, and yep, that's a Manta Style. That's a Manta Style flying in, so even more damage coming from the Broodmother. Rarely we see a Broodmother with the Manta Style, because Broodmother is not one of those heroes who has a lot of HP. So making Illusion, it's fine. Illusion deal a lot of damage, but they also take more damage. So that means that if they take more damage, it's going to be hard to extend your Illusion without the Illusion just getting popped instantly. So Leshrac here getting initiated on, taking a lot of damage, and he's already popping up the BKB. Ferrari is going to go in, but the trees are going to land, and Snoopy right now nuked down before he can use his ultimate, and Queen of Pain getting saved by a the mechanism here. Who has the mechanism? And YYF going on the Tinker, but getting snared by the by the bear. Very annoying snare, this bear.
Ooh, they never miss.
Sometimes you just have and want to call bullshit whenever you get entangled in the force hit. You just stand there and the bear comes right to you and right click you once and you get entangled. And then you die. And this is so annoying. The strike sitting with the Bloodstone now with 8 charge. Joe, still nothing new. And for Night Stalker who died, he just got his Aghanim Scepter. So Aghanim Scepter with this gem, it was legal map hack. Shadow Demon now also with the mechanism. So Shadow Demon, mechanism, Medal of Courage, Force Staff, everything you would support would need. Now he only needs like a drum as well, and maybe something like a pipe, and this would be all good. He would be full support items, full activable as well. And Musica now looking with the point booster as well. So we rarely see Beastmaster going for the Aghanim Scepter, but it might be the pickup here. I doubt it. And Cho again warding very aggressively, putting the wards on the hill here, and scouting a bit with his Shadow Poison. Broodmother staying uncontested in her bottom lane. People not even trying to stop her right now. Gorat going to get caught up by the Queen of Pain, and this is a huge amount of damage. Oh, it's actually a very good roar on Beastmasters to keep the Night Stalker down, but Night Stalker is gonna pop the ultimate, and yeah, Queen of Pain also turning around with the BKB, getting the kill on the Nature Prophet. Shatan also dying. Shatan using the ultimate, but you know, many people were just in BKB mode, so they did not care. The tentacles flow through them, and Tinker is forced to back off. Tower is taking a lot of damage. 6 illusion from the Broodmother, 2 from the Shadow Demon, 2 from the Mental. And Shadow Demon's illusion deals enormous damage, 80% damage per illusion. And Broodmother is gonna get the kill on the bear. He has a bear now. Oh, he's sitting naked for 90 seconds. This was a very bad call from Lone Druid. Now he cannot resummon the bear for 86 seconds. So again, now morphing the making illusion from the Broodmother. This is enormous damage output that you have with the disruption. It's 80% times 2 is 160% of your total output damage. And Tinker being a pain in the ass, throwing the Rockets to actually slow them down, but not gonna do. They're still going to go for the bottom lane, and they can do so with the Spider Link tanking up and the Menta as well. And one is to make a creep, is gonna be GG, I guess. So AL not saying GG yet, fighting until the bitter end. And GG is gonna get called now by Shatan. Snoopy is gonna get GG as well. And IG answers with a GG from their own. Nature Prophet now disconnects, and I think this will be it for the game. Let's see how long this lasts again. So I'm still gonna go up to the end to show the stat graph, not the stat, but the the ending panel. If you want to see more information on who got what. And Tinker being a pain in the ass with the rocket plus the rearm. Musica is gonna go down under the fountain, and Broodmother Broodmother doesn't care. She's just here and she's just killing everyone with her insatiable hunger. So pretty much one-sided stomp here is very surprising. I thought AL would actually hold their ground pretty well, considering that they're fighting even on the Asian server, so they should have less lag than usual. IG is just showing how dominant they are, and there it's going to be a well-deserved victory for the Dire. IG playing very meticulously, taking every kill they can, and just controlling the map right after. Nothing AL could do to really put back themselves on their feet. So let the panel finish. And here we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this cast, and I'll be casting the next game probably tomorrow. See you guys.